LPT, when storing an item you won't regularly use, but will need to use at some point, pretend you are trying to find said item. The first place you would look for it is the best place to keep it safe. I can't fit everything in the junk drawer. Maybe you need a junk closet? Or a junk house? Ah yes. Hoarders. One of my favorite TV shows. A better idea is to ask your significant other where it is before storing it. Then put it wherever they say. Meet a wife, where's my passport? Wife, you're holding it, you idiot. Just keep holding it then. The system works. Bro, this speaks to me on a religious level. I have horrible memory. Possibly caused from something green and leafy. But I can't remember small details for shit. So what I do, when I want to put something away, I stop, close my eyes, and think, well, where would I want this to be? And that's where I'll put the things I just got. Just to realize there's like 5 of them in there, and I didn't need to get a new one. LMAO. Yeah, I got a concussion from a bag of spinach once. So I feel you, bro. Forget coronavirus. Spinach be out here taking lives on a daily. Junk drawer, kitchen table, sock drawer. Where did I put that blowtorch? Next to all the aerosols and toilet paper and other flammable materials. I do the opposite. When finding an item I've put away, I recreate putting away a fictional duplicate item, and the thing in looking for is usually there. Only exception is if my wife has used it. Then it's lost for good. Dude. Bottom drawer next to fridge for cling wrap and alum foil. Been there for years. Keep finding it on the fridge or next to the bread in the pantry. I once found the plates in the pantry cause there was room. My wife drives me mental. She once removed the scissors from the drawer the scissors live in and moved them to the bathroom, and then got mad I keep putting them back in the kitchen, the epicenter of the apartment. I have the same problem with my old lady. Things that have lived in their happy home for years continue to be moved unwillingly. The ice cream scoop doesn't go in the silverware drawer. It lives with the spatulas and ladles. The copy paper stays in the file cabinet folder labeled clean paper. The scissors stay in the art cabinet in the aluminum foil drawer. I feel like I'm talking to a person with a traumatic head injury when I have to explain that the 4 separate trays in the drawer liner are 4 forks, then knives, then tablespoons, then teaspoons. Not a layer of forks across them layered by knives and mixed spoons. She's a lawyer. A successful, brilliant lawyer. She doesn't understand why we need a knife block for the steak knives. Oh, you're talking about the top shelf in my cabinet where I store holiday plates, the second blender, reusable water bottles, pitchers, the IC machine, and all the dinnerware I can't fit on the lower shelves. Yeah, I forget about that shelf every time. I take a picture of it and its location and text myself. Then I can just type the name in my text search and know exactly where it is. You show off, you. Instructions unclear. Entire house is on the kitchen counter. Then everything is all in one place. Clever. It's all in the bowl according to my wife. LPT. Keep a clean house. FFS. Sort your cupboards. Marie Kondo the junk drawer while you're bored in quarantine. You'll never lose your stuff. You're one of those people for whom tidying is a natural strength. And it seems you don't understand that for the majority of people, it's simply isn't. So you're frustrated that people can't seem to do it and enjoy it as much as you do. If you want to stop being so frustrated and understand why not everyone is as naturally tidy, read doesn't find as much joy/satisfaction in tidying as you. Think about the many other natural strengths that you don't have that would be really hard for you to force yourself to do and enjoy. Like maybe being a school teacher and having patience with a struggling/developing learner, being a caregiver for someone with dementia who is always forgetting things, catching and taking spiders you find in your home outside rather than killing it or running away screaming. If one or more of those things isn't something you would be like, yeah, I just do it and love it and everyone else should too. FFS. Then you can understand how not everyone feels the same way as you about cleaning. And that LPT isn't for naturally neat people like yourself, it's for all the rest of us. I'm actually not naturally clean. at all. It's a long road of cat fur and piss. Dirty dishes by the computer. High pile rugs that just look so cute in the beginning. Toilets that I'll get to later. And you know what I did? I forced myself to be better. I tried to grow up. I made schedules. I followed lists. I made mistakes and bought into cleaning devices I didn't need. And it's been 15 years of trial and error and getting better and then getting worse again before I managed it. Just clean. Get it done. If you're too tired at the end of the day to put away your crap, don't buy that crap. Don't go to bed with a full sink. Don't leave a room empty-handed. Just get it clean and keep it that way because you're an adult and you can. Make lists. Follow a schedule. Whatever you have to do. But stop making excuses and take care of the things you own. You bought them. You must want them. So take care of them. I'm not clean. I've never been. But my house is. And I'm an adult and I can maintain and try and keep trying other methods for the rest of my life if I have to. Oh nice. I stand corrected. This comment was actually very inspirational. While your other comments on this thread came off as super judgmental. So I wasn't a fan. More comments like this. Kudos to you for getting your tidying together. 3 Sorry for coming off judgmental. I think it's because that's how I talk to myself about cleaning. I have to be pretty blunt to my inner self or it doesn't happen. It's so easy to not that I think I've built a little drill sergeant in the back of my head. And I kind of respect him at this point. Lol. This also goes for looking for something. If you are a new person in a household, i.e. roommates. I moved in with my cousin and her family. Purchased a Swiffer. Said to myself, where should I store this? Found another Swiffer already there. So buried in the backyard where the dog hides his treasures? Like my engine in the cupboard? Time to get bigger pockets. If you are gonna put it into a bag, so it won't get dusty. Don't use a black bag. I do this, but I always end up looking for things anyways. This is one of those situations where I just feel like it'd be really hard to accurately pretend that something is lost and go looking, knowing full well you know where it is. It's like when people say they would totally jump into a burning building to save this person, but in reality they most likely probably wouldn't. Unless you're in the actual situation, it'd be pretty hard to make an accurate guess. My goal is, before I actually put it somewhere, while I'm staring at it in my hands, I think where I would go looking for it. I completely understand what you mean though. If you know where it already is, it'd be difficult to imagine looking in other places. Alt, make an Excel sheet and put the item and where you store it next to each other. Then use Ctrl+F to find it quickly. Or just scroll through your list. Added bonus, you now have an entire list of things you own. Good to have for insurance purposes. I'm pretty organized except for my keys. I always lose them. I even managed to come late to an appointment. Not by arriving late. No. I was late because I lost my keys in my car, so I couldn't lock it. I tried to explain it. The dude said, bro, if you're late just call. I wasn't late. I lost my car keys in my car. 1 minute after parking said car. Apparently I threw them on the passenger seat and they landed under a coat I didn't need. I do something similar but in reverse. If I'm looking for something, I think, if I were putting it away today, where would I put it? I'm not always right about past me, but often am. On the floor in the middle of the room for no reason. Everything goes on the coffee table. I don't put away stuff. It's always on the floor, and by that on display, so I always find everything just by standing in the middle and spinning once. Wish I saw this post before I lost the title to my car. I have another system. If it's tiny and important, put in the jar. If it's larger, put it in the box. I've tried this, but alas, today's Nurgle thinks differently than tomorrow's Nurgle. Open bracket. For goodness sake, just keep your home tidy. Keeping tidy means putting things away. This LPT is for finding those things you put away while keeping the house tidy. No, This is not a LPT for a tidy household. Tidiness implies neatness and order. Here's an idea: use a spreadsheet program and document it in a file. An electronic find feature is fast and much faster than human memory. Idea not proven in practice, mind you, but an idea nonetheless. This works well with computer, documents and files too. I work in a place with a lot of shared folders and can never remember where something is saved. This has saved me tons of time searching. Now where would I store AK-47? Where would you look for it? In a closet, under the bed, in your girlfriend's hands, in my school. But what if I want to find my AK? Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.